All right, what is good, everybody? It's Thursday. I do trick tips every day of this day of the week. Every Thursday, weekly, I do trick tips on freestyle skateboard tricks that I want you to try out, that you can totally go out and try today, right now, as soon as you're done watching this. Watch the whole thing so I get money and whatnot. But then after that, go outside, get some fresh air. It's probably nice where you're at. Or just go to like a basement somewhere and try these tricks in a basement, because this one's gonna be stationary. So today, I'm talking about the toe spin. It's a rail or primo trick made most famous by a guy named Joe Humeris. I think he was the first professional skateboarder out of New York. Still can do them like no one else. And this is what they look like. I'm a little less good at skating, but I can do them, and it's a very specific trick that takes a very specific type of setup. I've talked about freestyle wheels in the past, and in this trick tip, I really want to go into detail about why freestyle wheels are such an important part of a setup. Whether you're skating a big board, like a regular street skateboard deck, or you're skating a freestyle setup, having freestyle wheels for what we do is very important for this trick, as well as many others. I want to talk about mode freestyle wheels, and specifically why they're different than your average street skateboard wheel. Let me get some examples ready. This is what it looks like when you have all of your skate stuff in a box underneath your bed and it never gets organized. I purged all of my old skate stuff before I left Illinois, and I just accumulated all this other skate stuff. It's like truck halves, a shin guard trophy from a World Roundup. It's pretty cool, right? I want to talk about freestyle wheels. Oh, it's so washed out. God damn. What I wanted to talk about was freestyle wheels, these things. Focus. These are specialized wheels for freestyle skateboarding. It's kind of skating that I do, right? While skateboard wheels for street skating kind of look like this, where the bearings sit in the center of the wheel. You have a bearing there and a bearing there. They sit in the center. Now freestyle wheels, on the other hand, have an offset core. So instead of the wheel sitting in the center of the wheel, they sit slightly to one side. It allows the urethane of the wheel to cover up the axle. Now that's important. What that does, it allows you to stand on the side of the board in the primo or rail stand stance, perfectly stable. You have this big hunkin' piece of urethane, this big piece of wheel to stand on, and it makes for a much more stable, sturdy, and comfortable platform to balance on. Street wheels are okay for freestyle, they do the job sometimes, but having a wheel like this not only protects the axle and makes your trucks last longer, but makes every trick you'll ever do in freestyle 100% easier. Mode makes these. This is a blue wheel from Mode Freestyle Skateboards, 99A. That just means they're really hard, and it's 55 millimeters. It's a little bit bigger than your average street wheel. I also have the link in the description for this specific wheel, or the white ones or the yellow ones that are softer. So you're asking yourself right now, what does this have to do with the toe spin? You can't do this trick without these wheels. Or you probably can somehow, but I find it so much harder to do a toe spin on street wheels for your setup. The toe spin starts in the heel side rail stance. That is with your heels and the grip tape of the board facing the same direction. Now from this position, find a comfy spot, find some grippy ground, find your happy place mentally. All of that, right? You're good, you're feeling good. Now posture is important. You want your back to be straight. You want to get into like the mentality of a ballerina. I try to imagine that there is a string on the top of my head pulling me straight up, straightening me out, making me, you know, you don't want to be hunched over. That's a big part. Now, once I have that comfortable stance, the trick starts with my upper body. I start by winding up my arms and my shoulders. I start throwing my shoulders to the right in the direction of my spinning leg, and simultaneously press off of my front foot and put all of my weight onto the ball of my right foot. I generally will bring my arms back together in sort of a circular whatever position in front of me. I just try to pull my arms in order to tighten up that spin. Not everyone does this. You kind of have to find a comfortable position for your arms, whether it's out at your side, directly in front of you, above your head. Everyone sort of has a different style they do with their arms, and that's kind of what makes it your own. Think of this as sort of a dismount. It's sort of a toe spin dismount for a rail stand. So you've gone through about 180 degrees of that rotation. Now you'll be spotting your landing. You're gonna want to start looking down. You'll actually be forcing the board back down to the wheels with your spinning foot. I focus on bringing my front foot down over the bolts of the board, and if my balance is a little off or I'm over rotating the trick, sometimes I will pivot a little bit off of the tail to sort of follow through with that momentum that I have, or I just bend my knees, take the impact, or just try to move on into another footwork combo and into the next string of tricks that I'll be doing in that routine. So there you have it. That's the toe spin. It is a hugely imperative thing that you check out some freestyle wheels to help you with this trick. As I said, having that offset structure, that offset shape to the wheel really allows you to keep good balance, spin freely, and manipulate the board so much more in the rail stand. There's a handful of wheel manufacturers out there, but I'm a little biased. I really like Mode, and the harnesses that they make are pretty damn good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you like these trick tips and you want to see more, subscribe, hit that bell button as well so you can get notifications every time I post. I do videos 2 to 3 times a week. I'm trying to do 3, but Tuesdays have been falling through because I've been so damn busy getting ready for this contest. After today, I will see you guys in Vancouver, or on my way to Vancouver, where I'm going to the Freestyle World Championships. It's called the World Roundup of Freestyle. I'm so stoked to be able to share that with you guys, both on YouTube, here, and on my socials, both Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Feel free to follow me there. I'll have the links in the description for those accounts as well, and keep up with us, me and my freestyle friends, as we compete and see each other for the first time in a year. Footage is gonna be so cool. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Peace.